If you've never had a Dutch Baby Pancake hot out of the oven, you are in for a real treat when you make this recipe. Everyone needs this in their recipe box. It's perfect for the holidays. You can serve it for breakfast or for dinner, hot out of the oven, and I love it topped with my favorite apple pear compote. So before I start making the batter, I always put my 10-inch cast iron skillet right in the oven as it's heating to 425 degrees. Now let's mix our dry ingredients. I have 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I'll whisk that, and then we'll set this aside and we'll add it to the blender later. So the Dutch Baby Pancake does not contain any leaveners. It's actually the eggs that make it puff up in the oven. But we're gonna help it out by adding a little bit of air into the batter. That's why we're mixing it in the blender. So I have 3/4 cup of whole milk, 4 eggs. Make sure these are at room temperature. We've got 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Let's add a teaspoon of vanilla, a little bit of salt. We've got a teaspoon of grated lemon zest. Okay, now let's add our dry ingredients. And we want to blend this until it's good and frothy. Ooh, that looks good and frothy. I have my cast iron skillet hot from the oven. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. We'll let that melt completely. Time to add the batter. Oh, it's sizzling already. Okay, I'm going to place this in the middle of my oven. We'll let it bake for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to reduce the heat to 300 and bake it for 5 more minutes. But remember, no peeking. You do not want to deflate your Dutch Baby Pancake. So I'm topping my pancake with my favorite, my apple pear compote. I love this flavor profile for this time of year, the holidays. It's so delicious. You can find this recipe right on my website. You can even sprinkle some powdered sugar right over it. Look how beautiful that looks. Your guests are going to love this. I think a tradition is about to be made.